Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for being here. Whoever invited you to take a look, truly, they've blessed you because this information that came to my husband and I 10 years ago not only changed our family's health, our clients' health, we've now helped people transform their health, not only just here across the United States, but honestly, all around the world. So I know there's many places that you could be. It's a busy place. There's lots going on. So thank you for saying yes to you, for being able to pause for 30 minutes of your day and really saying, let me take a look at the possibility of better health, of creating a financial engine for my family, for helping me solve an issue that my family or myself have been struggling with, or because you want to help others like get better faster. Like this is all possible. So let me share screens and I'll tell you a little bit more about myself and my husband. Just want to make sure that you can all like see this well. And after I do a little present mode, let me make sure that little thumbs up. So Arthur or Brenda or anybody. Okay, fantastic. So you guys, this is myself and my amazing husband, who is a peer colleague of mine in work and my best friend and my life partner. And it's just such a pleasure and a privilege that we can also share the future of wellness together. So it's just absolutely such a gift and so fun. This is our motley crew. So for those of you that are like, I'm so busy, I've got a family, I've got a this. Well, guess what? So do we. um, we have four amazing kids. They're all adults. They're now from the ages of 20 to 26. They are spread out from Florida to Washington and California, all across the world. Arthur and I are currently coming into you guys from the Indianapolis area. We love being outdoors. We love fun. We love skiing. We love the water. We love golfing. Arthur loves the Chargers. And it's my goal is that at 52 years old today, I can keep thriving and living life and being the best version of myself until the day maybe that I'm no longer supposed to be here. And I want you guys to realize no longer does it need to be the days of the last 10 years of your life in a nursing home, the last 20 years of your life not feeling well. It doesn't have to be that way. But you need to be the one that says, I am going to take control of my life. My family is my world. I just want to be there at every moment. And so I say to my own self, I'm going to take the best control of my health for myself and for my family. So today we are going to share with you the company called Lifevantage. It is known as the activation company. And I will tell you, whatever you thought before, however you got here and you thought before, like, oh, a friend is inviting me to another thing, or there's more supplements, or there's more product. Arthur and I, our background is we are physical therapists. We've been in practice and gosh, for over 30 years. We've helped people transform their lives, and it's been a mission of us to help people get better faster. We were not looking for a company to help our clients. We were not looking for products, but I was looking for how to improve the quality of our lives, how to improve the quality of my parents' life, how to improve the quality of our clients' lives. And when we came across the products of this company and did our research, it was undeniable that we had to share this with the world, because the key for all of us is, how do we optimize our genes? How do we reduce inflammation? How do I boost our metabolic health, right? Managing our insulin and glucose, which can lead to so much dysregulation. And how can I support a longevity life? So Lifevantage is the activation company. And we're going to share with you a little bit of how you can activate your cells, your systems, our brain, our gut, our tissues, our immune system, our skin, our hair, so much more. It is absolutely amazing. So before I turn it over to my incredible husband, Arthur, I just want to share with you where we're going to start today and how profound and exciting this is. So you might think this is a research study. How exciting can research be, Kelly? But this is a study from Washington State University. They did a literature review 10 years ago, and the title was NRF2, a master regulator of detoxification, how to detox our bodies, also an antioxidant, how to produce antioxidants, how our body can make them, anti-inflammatory, and other cytoprotective mechanisms. It's raised by these health promoting factors. So, we're going to tell you some technology in very easy layman's terms of NRF2. But all you need to know is, as Arthur starts to tell you our story, is NRF2, this is from Washington State itself. NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. So if that hasn't got your attention, I'm not sure what will. Or you might say, like, Kelly, that's all I need. I want to know these products and I will take them. That's what we saw as practitioners, as clinicians, as having an oath of do no harm and do the best for our clients that we can. We said, holy cow, we need to help people more. And we jumped in. So this is truly amazing. And the products of this company, our slogan, the tagline from Lifevantage is, we take it to make it. So what does that mean? We take a product, get our body to do the job. We take something to make something happen. So we empower our bodies to make antioxidants and proteins and enzymes and the things that we need for better health. And for some of you out there, they're already thinking like, well, oh my gosh, I wish my friend was listening. I wish my colleague was listening. I wish my kid was listening. Like whatever it is, yes, you like us can share this opportunity and share activation to activate your whole life and earn a supplemental income and make a bigger difference and join a community. And that's what we're doing. I had no idea this business opportunity could retire me from physical therapy. I had no idea I could help people literally take a movement in history to activate our bodies and really make a bigger difference all around the world. So we're having tons of fun. So without further ado, Arthur Lupsha, my beautiful husband, colleague, best friend, everything in the world, I'm going to turn it over to you to tell people where this all started and to just give them a bigger glimpse that we are unique, we are different, and we really hope you understand that this can really help your body in dramatic ways. So, Arthur, thank you.
Oh my gosh, Kelly, I think I'm blushing a little bit. Wow, how could I have a better introduction than that? Okay, guys, I just want to kind of try to give you just some cliff notes tonight, okay? The story is amazing, and we're talking about, a story that's been going on since 2003. But let me just try to condense this for you right now. So back in 1968, this guy that you see in his white lab coat at the bottom picture here, Dr. Joe McCord, was a doctoral student at Duke University and part of a group that co-discovered a molecule in our bodies called SOD. And he's found that this molecule had a strange function of scavenging free radicals. We're not talking about liberal terrorists when we talk about free radicals. We're talking about those things that damage our bodies and create rusting, create oxidation, create oxidative stress, as we call it in our body. And that in turn is directly linked to many, many disease processes and basically the aging process. So he, from 1968, went through a long trial of trying different pharmaceutical agents and didn't like the side effects. So he moved to botanicals, to different herbs, worked with 40, and finally found the perfect combination of 5 herbs to create our little yellow activator Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, and it was launched to the marketplace in 2003. This was a little retail biotech company out of Boulder, Colorado, with its one and only incredible life-changing product. In 2005, ABC News got wind of this little company and the claim that their product could reduce that rusting of your cells by an average of 40% in 30 days. And they simply thought that's too good to be true. There's no way. We've never heard of anything like this. So they did what any good news reporting station would do, and they sent in John Quinones, primetime investigative special reporter, to debunk and try to prove that this was not true. Well, he came in, met Dr. McCord. If you haven't seen this video, please ask whoever brought you here tonight to share it with you so you can see it for yourself. But John Quinones went in, had his blood tested on national television, and then proceeded to take this Protandim NRF2 synergizer, not for a month, but for only 14 days. And in 14 days, his levels of oxidative stress were reduced by 45%. Well, this kind of blew up all over the news. It led to prestigious universities and medical centers around the world to begin self-funded research studies on Protandim NRF2 synergizer. And ultimately, the company ended up switching from retail sales to direct sales in 2009. We remain a publicly traded company. You can see our stock on the NASDAQ. And Joe McCord was the last winner of the Elliott Crescent Medal for people who invent things that create life-changing results, right? That change the face of humanity. So that was really, really huge that he was the last person to receive it under that title. So, Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, we take Protandim NRF2 Synergizer to have our body make antioxidants. Because when we make our own antioxidants, it's so much more powerful than taking antioxidants. Oxidative stress leads to aging and disease. Antioxidants fight oxidative stress. And when we activate production of our own antioxidants, we can eliminate free radicals at a much higher rate than you possibly can by eating your way there. So, Kelly, if we flip to the next page, your traditional antioxidants like blueberries, broccoli, vitamin C, oranges work on a 1-to-1 ratio. One molecule of your blueberries grabs one molecule free radical, and they're both eliminated. Protandim NRF2 synergizer upregulates the production of our own natural antioxidant enzymes, resulting in our body's ability to neutralize over 1 million free radicals per second, every second, for a 24-hour period of time. So you can see on the graph, the blue line is with Protandim, the red line is without Protandim, and the higher it goes, the more oxidative stress you have. So as we age past the age of 20, typically our oxidative stress levels rise. But by taking Protandim NRF2 after just 30 days, you could no longer distinguish the difference, the oxidative stress levels in the blood between an 80-year-old and a 20-year-old. Wouldn't you like your blood to look like a 20-year-old's again? I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
amazing.
Literally, Kelly, in order to get the same benefit of taking one Protandim NRF2 synergizer, you would have to eat 8 pounds of broccoli a day. And I will just tell you, we love our broccoli in the Lupsha household, but if I were eating 8 pounds of broccoli a day, I don't think Kelly would let me in the same bedroom with her at night. There might be some issues going on. And as much as I love oranges, I could eat 400 oranges a day. And I think if you took 120 vitamin C tablets, you're probably going to start poisoning yourself with vitamin C toxicity. So nothing can work as effectively as our own bodies. And this is not just Kelly and Arthur saying this. This is the third-party validation. PubMed.gov is the National Institute of Health's library for all peer-reviewed published studies. And these are some of the journals that have published studies on our Protandim NRF2 synergizer. Free radical biology, circulation by the American Heart Association, molecular aspects of medicine, and on and on. And this is coming from all kinds of universities and institutions like Ohio State, the National Institute of Aging, University of Colorado, American Heart Association, Texas Tech. Any of you heard of a little place called Harvard? Yeah, even Harvard has studied our product, which is truly incredible. So Protandim NRF2 was just the first step in activating our bodies. The next product that came along that's really a hero product is our Axio, and we take it to make brain messengers to promote energy, but not energy like, oh, I can run a marathon. Energy like I can focus, I can concentrate. Most of us, when we feel like we're lacking energy, it's because, or if we feel really fatigued, it's because our brains are not functioning well. We are literally just tired. So Axio is an amazing, what we call nootropic. It is literally brain food. And instead of reaching for that sugary drink or the soda or that yucky energy drink, this is a drink that powers your brain and your body too. Here is just an example of waking up the brain. So, Kelly, I believe the handwriting here that we're seeing, the two samples of the same, what, 9-year-old little kid. This is the nephew of a friend of ours who's a chiropractor out in the Phoenix Valley area. And before Protandim and Axio on the left, you can see what his spelling test looked like. And please, let's not worry about the spelling itself. Let's look at the organization. Let's look at the neatness. Let's look at his handwriting. Because if this little boy can have a change after just 2 weeks on Protandim and Axio, going from the page on the left to the page on the right, what an incredible change in his ability to organize, right? What an incredible change in his ability to cognitively, focus and pay attention to what he's doing. And if this can go on in a school spelling test, imagine what's going on in the playground with his friends. Imagine what's going on at home. Truly incredible that we can just help wake up the brain and help us be more focused and have better attention in life.
Yeah, Arthur, and I think we would all agree that we're not an 8-year-old little boy anymore, but in the world today, our life is distracted. We have all these notifications. We're all a little bit like all over the place and realize, wow, if I could just get my brain to concentrate, be clear, be focused, be a little bit more positive, like I think we all need this, right?
Absolutely. Okay, Kelly, I'm going to punt it back to you here to talk all about our healthy glow essentials with our liquid collagen and Protandim together.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So, what we didn't say in the beginning is you probably started to understand when we showed you the research studies that this company is founded and based on science and based on research. So, but not only do we have the science and the research, we also have patents, and so many of our products are either patented or patent pending. And this duo of these two products is patent pending. And if you're like, yeah, what does that matter? To get a patent or even to qualify for patent pending is tremendous. You have to be able to demonstrate. Nothing else has been able to show this result before, and it's unique and different in a way that nothing else has shown. And so it's very powerful to note these products you're seeing have results, have research, have patents, and so you can trust behind them what they're doing inside your body. So, who's heard of liquid collagen? I think every single one of you right now is nodding or raising your hand, like, okay, I've heard of collagen. And you may be taking a powder or a pill or some form of collagen. But like Arthur was saying before with Protandim, there are things that you can do to take as a supplement, like a vitamin C or broccoli or your kale or your blueberries. If you take a collagen product, you are just supplementing it. You are helping a deficiency. So instead of a supplement for your collagen, what if your body could activate collagen? What if your body could make more collagen on top of supplementing it? Would that be more intriguing than just taking it? Yes, right? Oh my gosh. So this product is unlike anything else in the market. It is not your typical collagen. This is truly a collagen that can activate your genes, that does activate your genes to make more collagen. And there are genes in our body that degrade it, that start shutting our collagen off, that eat away our collagen. It turns that gene off or down. So we stop the degradation. Well, let me tell you how impressive that is in case you're like, yeah. I don't really care about skin or wrinkles or my hair. It doesn't matter. Collagen is the scaffolding, it is the structure that holds us up. It makes up our bones, our ligaments, our joints, our blood vessel health, our brain barrier health, our gut health. So, anybody struggle with some joint aches and pains, some high blood pressure, some cholesterol going up, some brain fog, some gut issues now and then? How would you like something to help prepare and heal all of that? That's what this liquid collagen does. It is liquid, meaning it's bioavailable so that your body can use it because the collagen molecule, if you're taking a powder or a pill, that collagen molecule is so large, your body has a very difficult time breaking it down. Therefore, most of it actually gets excreted and we're not really even able to use it. So let's take something that our body can use. One with we have over 20 types of collagen in the body. Most collagen products have one or two types. This has 10 types so that it can address all the aspects within our cellular health and wellness. So again, this isn't just like let my nails grow longer. This is let my body live longer. And when you take these two together, this is the synergistic effect that is going to blow you away. So let me ask you, who has a friend who has ever had an autoimmune disease? Who knows somebody in your life that has had cancer? Who knows someone that's struggling from this like chronic illness, long COVID, not feeling well, like no diagnosis? Right. Our bodies were designed that when we have an attack, when something happens, it goes in, it helps our body heal and repair from the infection, from the surgery, from the disease, from whatever we're being attacked with. Then our body needs to come and retreat to get ready for the next attack. But in the world we're living in today, with how much stress and everything going on, our bodies don't go, oh, we're supposed to retreat. I'm going to stay on high alert. I'm going to attack us all the time. Well, when that happens, it starts attacking our own body's natural processes of healing. Therefore, people end up with all of those potential diseases or disease processes, again, that we don't want. When you take protanid liquid, when you take Protandim and the True Science liquid collagen together, they activate our body's set of cellular stress defense genes, meaning when we go on attack, it helps us say, let's come back down. Oh, now we're ready to attack again. Great. Now we know how to retreat and come back down. So no longer is your body going to be stuck in that cycle, that vicious cycle that leads to autoimmune cancer and so many other diseases or disease processes that we don't want. So I want you to walk away today to think this isn't about beauty. Oh my gosh. I was just talking with my business partner who's a naturopath and a functional medicine doctor. She said, this duo together is one of the best things that we can do to build resilience in our bodies to help us prevent against the constant attack that is leading all of us to these aging diseases and more. So it's exciting. And just to know the collagen itself, yes, in 8 weeks, you get 100% collagen density. It's incredible. If this is happening on the outside, ladies and gentlemen, look at these hands and the stomach and the face and the neck and the eyes and the legs and right, like that's impressive. But for Arthur and I, as medical professionals, we get excited about what's happening on not on the outside, but on the inside. And I know people that said, oh my God, my knee pain's gone, my shoulder pain's gone, my brain woke up, my gut's feeling better. Is this really possible? This is really possible with this duo. So the last product that we want to share tonight is something that everybody really today is like a heightened awareness of. Can we activate weight loss? And in the bigger mindset, what I want you to think is many of the doctors that are out there on social media today are really talking about metabolic health. How does our body manage the insulin and the glucose? How do we help defend ourselves against the potential for diabetes or Alzheimer's? So with this, 2 years in the making, the company said, can we help the body activate processes to support this metabolic process? Lo and behold, they did. Just October of 2024, we've launched this system. And again, just like the company's slogan, take it to make it, our body, we take this mind-body system, this two-part system, so our body can make the GLP-1 hormone itself. It actually turns it on by an average of 140% in our body when taken for 12 weeks. And I just want you to say, in case you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about, I have no idea what GLP-1 is, let me ask you this question. Have you heard of commercials or people talking about, I'm on this injection, I may be taking a pharmaceutical like tirzepatide, Ozempic, the semaglutides? That is a pharmaceutical agent that's giving your body the effect of this GLP-1 hormone. It is not turning on your body to do the work. So for people that are severely diabetic, severely morbidly obese, they are benefiting from this for their health. But so many individuals are like, oh, I'd like to lose 20 pounds. Give me that thing. But there can be many health side effects that people are experiencing today that are detrimental. But if your body can turn it on naturally because we're activating it, right? Look what can happen. It can help your body affect its appetite, controlling like, oh, I'm full or I'm hungry, I'm not hungry. It can help you regulate your blood sugar to not feel your up and lows of like the hangry person. It can support your body with insulin secretion, slow digestion, suppress your appetite, support your cardiovascular health, your neuroprotection in your brain. So look at all these organ systems: the heart, the brain, the liver, the pancreas, the GI tract. So GLP-1 activation to boost your own hormone is way more than just weight loss. It is true longevity. A lot of physicians or practitioners in the functional medicine space. Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm tripping over my words. In the functional medicine space, say that honestly, we'd like to put a few drops of this in everybody's drinking water. It's that important. So the company LifeVantage did a 12-week human clinical trial because they do the research. And in that 12 weeks, they saw an average of 140% increase in the GLP-1 hormone. They saw that at the 8-week mark, people lost an average of 9 pounds. And at the 12-week mark, they saw the average weight loss of 11 pounds, with people losing up to 25 pounds. But here's what the biggest takeaway: 100% of the people that lost weight in the study did not lose muscle. Ladies and gentlemen, muscle is the organ of longevity. It is essential that you don't even lose it, but you build muscle mass as we're aging. But look at the other bullet points: up to 27% visceral fat. That's our bad fat, our dangerous fat. We need to go down. And 82% of people took back control of their relationship with food. No longer did they have to rely on willpower. They just decided, like, I'm good. And 95% decreased their sugar cravings. These are some pictures. I mean, the weight on the scale is one thing, and here in the US, the scale is like the devil, I swear. If you go on how you feel, how your clothes fit, what your body is feeling and thinking, this is incredible. And when you look at the inches people are losing, that's when you're like, wow, this is a total transformation. So, you guys, I mean, I love to highlight all of them. Look at these last two women. I mean, this is a woman who's 40 years old, has 4 young kids, just couldn't lose her weight after her last baby, 8 weeks on the system. Like, look at the change. It just like gave her body, like, wake up, let's go. Your body knows what to do. And then this is another beautiful friend of ours that she's in her 60s. And it's like, okay, last April, I'm going to start working. And then October, guess what? I got the mind body system. And look at her transformation unfold 5 to 6 months later. I mean, so at any age, our bodies have the capability to heal. This is a little bit about metabolic health. People are lowering their cholesterol, their cortisol, their A1C, their insulin, their cholesterol, their fasting glucose. I mean, look at the changes of sleep. One individual at 52 didn't change how much she slept, but of her deep and REM sleep, an hour and a half more. You guys, that's when our bodies heal and repair and support our hormone health. This is wild. And this is so many other people's testimonials, but this is what I want to say. And then I'm going to pass it back to Arthur to just share a little bit more about the business and who this company is and how you can get involved if that's what you're thinking about. But if you're like, I want to be a customer, I want these products. The company said, we're going to activate Nerf2. Holy cow. And then look what came about. From the studies the company did or were partnered with, like universities of LSU, that found out that by taking Protandim, it was breaking the link to melanoma skin cancer. They said, you've got to make a skincare regime that has Nerf2 activation. So they came up with skincare and hair care and the Axio drink. And we've got gut health and daily wellness for immune support, our pet health, of course, and of all of our Protandim line, our collagen, so much more. There is something for you. So you're like, get me activated. I want to be a customer. Talk to whoever invited you to say, what's my best option? This is what I'm looking for. What would be best for me? But if you're like, hey, listen, I know a few people who can benefit from these products. I've been thinking about people, then I'm going to have Arthur share a little more about LifeVantage as his publicly traded company and the incredible opportunity to partner as an affiliate, as a business partner with us.
Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I mean, we absolutely were blown away when we looked at this company, and it really checked the boxes of what we would want in a company to partner with, to create a business. The fact that it's 100% debt free, that there's 100% financial transparency because it's a publicly traded company. It's been in business for over 20 years now. They've sold over $2 billion worth of product, and it's publicly traded on the NASDAQ. The ticker's LFVN. We've been featured in multiple publications from Newsweek into all of the different journals we've talked about, in many books by different medical authors. We actually love everything about this company. So, we can help people solve problems and create big wins. 82% of adults are trying to manage their weight. 120 million people are actively trying to lose weight. 3 out of 5 people experience low energy and exhaustion. 43% of people experience chronic pain. 62% use anti-aging products. There is huge markets here available. And when we look at the rise of the conscious consumer in the health space, the explosion of digital marketing and direct sales careers, and the continued rampant inflation and recession, yeah, like we haven't seen that recently, right? There is so much room for us to create a business that can truly become life-changing. Look at the trends that are going on right now, the rise in obesity rates, not just in the US, but around the world. The massive boom in the GLP-1 market. I mean, Kelly, what are the numbers again? They said in the next, 10, not even quite 10 years, we're going to see a 4 to 8 times growth in the GLP-1 market.
Well,
And
this
that
is, yeah, I mean, I should say this is what is so interesting is if you look at all of the GLP-1 drugs collectively, so all of the semaglutides, meaning the Wegovy, Ozempic, if you take all of them, that group was the number one selling pharmaceutical drug in 2023 and in 2024. So does that tell you the number of people that are on it, need it, want to be on it, that weight loss is important to me? I mean, there's been a lot of anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, there's statins, there's a lot of popular drugs. And the fact that this came out of nowhere 6, 7, 8 years ago and is now the top selling drug in the United States, this is what's wild. And so that's why the opportunity, not only for Nerf 2 as the biggest breakthrough in the history of health, right? To revolutionize us to optimize our genes and reduce that oxidative stress, but now to naturally optimize our metabolic health with natural GLP-1 production. I mean, this is such an opportunity.
incredible, truly, truly incredible. So why LifeVantage? Why now? Our products don't just they don't just supplement, they activate. That's why we say we're the activation company. Our Evolve compensation plan works for all types of consultants, whether you really want to build just an affiliate program or whether you want to build a big team. Okay. And our timing with the GLP-1 activation launch just couldn't be better given the marketplace today. Our activation nation is thriving. So we just need more voices to help spread the story, So, the question is, do you know people who want to feel better? Do you know people who want to lose the weight? I think we all know people that fall into both categories, right? So it's just like, when you read a good book, go to a great restaurant, see a good movie, we're just sharing things that we appreciate, that we're excited about, that we enjoy. And so that you know that this is real, this is true, because we're a publicly traded company, we have to have an income disclosure statement. It's an FTC requirement. This is our income disclosure statement from last year. On the left-hand side, you see the different ranks of consultant. It's based on how much sales you're doing every month. And if we can just point out a couple of places here, the first one that's highlighted, Senior Consultant 1. So what does that really mean? Senior Consultant 1 means you're doing what, Kelly? How much involved?
2000 in sales volume.
2,000 in sales volume every month. And the average income earned at that point is a whopping $361 a month. I mean, that could pay a bill, right? I mean, which one of us would be upset if an extra $361 miraculously appeared on our dining table every month,
Right.
right? I mean, it'd be kind of nice. Okay, let's jump to the next level. Managing Consultant 1, $10,000 a month in sales volume. Average monthly income at that level, $1,700 a month. I mean, $1,700 a month. Now we're talking, $20,000 a year. That could pay for some nice family vacations or something, right? That's a nice,
Kitchen remodel, pay off some debt.
yeah, I mean, that's a nice supplemental income. And it goes further. We've reached the level of executive consultant 1. The average monthly income at EC1 now is almost $14,500 a month. I mean, now we're talking 160,000 a year. This is a full-time income. Can you imagine taking your part-time hobby, your part-time work, your part-time, nooks and crannies and turning it into a full-time income? Yeah, it took Kelly and I a little while to do that, but that's what we've done. And the numbers keep growing from there. And we know people at the top of the company. So as Warren Buffett says, you must position yourself in front of the growth curve, not in the middle or at the end, but at the inception, and then realize that window of opportunity is always closing. So work like there is no tomorrow. We are literally having a rebirth with Lifevantage with this new activating product of activating GLP-1. It is time, and your time is valuable. So decide how much your time is worth and how this fits into your schedule. How much time could I give to educating others or bringing others to people like Kelly and I to be educated? Okay. Your customers check out online. There's no inventory for you to have. There's a system of education in place and tools to educate you. Your overhead, your annual overhead is a whopping $49 a year. I mean, Kelly and I have had our own brick and mortar practice. We spend thousands of dollars a month keeping our doors open, okay, and the lights on. So education is ongoing. We're here every week. The corporation is doing trainings every week, every month, twice a year. We have big in-person events. So you just have to plug in. So how do you do this? You enroll with a pack. You have a subscription with a stack, and you can start today. Get in where you fit in. You can start for as much as $1,000 or as little as $250. If you want more information, you can scan the QR code right here or get back to whoever invited you here today. And I want to be the first to welcome you to Lifevantage. It's an incredible opportunity. We really weren't expecting it. We didn't think it was going to be what it's turned into. And we are absolutely loving the ride, and we're loving educating others and sharing this information.
Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. Tonight was absolutely amazing. And I just want to say there's many things that we could do with our life. There's many products that we can take and things that we can do. And it tends to get overwhelming with the podcast, the books, the this and the that. We just want to say with our heart, we are here to educate you. We are here to show you the way. We are here to tell you our bodies are more powerful than we ever believed. And we're also here to tell you that, yes, you could go drive Uber. Yes, you could go do a digital marketing product. Yes, there are many ways you could make money. But if you can make money by being part of a movement, by being part of helping people's health, by being able to create something that people want month after month after month, in a category creating product that nobody else has, that's what's going to put you forward in a business opportunity to say, wow, this is worth it. So we hope this was helpful. We hope this was so beneficial. And we're going to close out tonight. But thank you for your time, your energy, your effort. Thank you for putting your health and wellness first. Please get back to whoever invited you to say, how can I learn more? How can I get involved? How can I get started today?
And Kelly, we're going to stop the recording here.